Thank you guys for showing up today. Keep standing up for what's right.
Absolutely.
This is an important symbol in America's freedoms.
Thank you very much.
The corrupt politicians are going to start realizing this is just for them.
Familiar with the NHLA?
You better believe it. Thank you so much for your effort.
You have another one?
Anybody else? Yeah, we're the Rhode Island Tea Party. We came up to support you guys. Hopefully when we have our episodes that we need help with, you might consider putting out on your email list. This is our site. It's the Rhode Island Tea Party at meetup.com.
That's after you turn in your neighbor for criticizing.
That's right. What other countries did that?
Right.
And that's not America.
I email every day.
That's right.
Me.
That's exactly right.
Put me on any list you want. Don't tell me.
Constitution of the United States. That's our rule book. First Amendment, Second Amendment, they're important. Constitution.
I've got it. We passed those out.
Constitution of the United States.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Keep standing up for what's right.
Oh, I love the Heritage Foundation.
Yep. Keep standing up for what's right. This is our rule book.
Hey, we're Tea Party members from
The girl right here. I'm from the Rhode Island Tea Party. My wife and I started this site.
Where in Rhode Island?
Narragansett.
Did you go to Bristol?
You better believe it.
Is that something?
We're the ones that got banned from Bristol for handing out the Declaration of Independence on Independence Day.
That's right.
We're the ones that were banned from Bristol.
I have customers in Bristol.
That backfired big time on them.
Yeah,
because that's an attack of freedom of
but they
speech.
changed that, didn't they?
They made an apology.
Yeah.
Where do you get the shirts?
We make them up, and I'll be making up some more of them. The next time we make up the shirts, it's going to say, if you're afraid of the government, that's tyranny. If the government's afraid of you, that's liberty. That's Thomas Jefferson. There we go. That's what's being printed on the back of these T-shirts next time. Oh, thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the guy handing out these at the Bristol?
We were the ones handing out these at Bristol.
I'm Skip Murphy from Meet the New Press. You were on our show, right?
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much for standing up for what's right. I've got these bumper stickers too.
Very good. Hey, if you get the chance, come on over. Granite Croc's right here.
Great.
Hold him up again! Please! We own it! Hold him up again!
Give out the good word. Keep standing up for what's right. Atta girl. That's great. Thank you so much for standing up for what's right. We're here from Rhode Island to support you guys. We got our own website. Please start more websites. Start more activities like this. We'll invite Acorn.
Are you going to 912?
You better believe it. And tell everybody that can't make it to Washington at 912, make it to their own state house. If they can't make it to their own state house, they can make it to their own town hall. If they can't show up at your school, please join as many of these as you can. Start your own websites. When you stop there, I think you'll like what you see. Oath keepers is an important part too. The military and police officers and sheriffs that took an oath to defend the Constitution, these are the ones that mean it. They will not disarm the American public.
They sure do.
As we just swore to uphold, probably more than once, probably every time. No!
Thank you very much. The reason why Obama was elected in our country is because the NEA that has control over all the students in colleges, universities, in schools, and they influence them tremendously. It's those students that are going to lose out their future because this country is ripping it out from underneath them.
Constitution of the United States, that's what made the country great.
That's right.
It's our rule book. It says we're right and they're wrong. Constitution of the United States. That's fight for your freedoms or lose them forever. Freedom of speech. Second Amendment's important. It keeps all the other ones.
I am getting ready to go on Social Security, and I don't like line number 435 to 460 of the new health amendment, which says that they can tell me when it's time for me to check out of this one. It's in there. They just haven't read it. They're too stupid to read it. They got one agenda. I'm surprised that we're getting ourselves we're clearing out of time right here.
Constitution of the United States.
Yeah!
That's the freedoms you need to be fighting for. This is very important. Freedom of speech, the most important. Second Amendment's pretty important too. Look what happened in other countries when they took the guns away.
Thank you.
Tell your friends.
Planet, if we're going to be able to exercise that freedom of speech.
You better believe it. Everybody needs the freedom of speech no matter what side you're on. Keep standing up for what's right. The corrupt politicians will start seeing more and more of these too. Wear your colors proudly.
Can I get one of those pamphlets? Thank you so much.
Tell your friends, start your own website, start standing up for what's right. Freedom of speech. Hand one out. Constitution made our country great. This is our rule book, freedom of speech. This is our rule book. Tell your friends, this is your future. Stand up for your liberty. Stand up for your freedoms now or lose them forever. The real news will be on YouTube, not 6, 10, and 12. Not on the Al Gore channel. Not state-run media. The real news will be on YouTube. Yep.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Constitution of the United States is Citizens Rule Book right here. This is a Citizens Rule Book.
Federal government should be building roads, and they should be pride and defense, and that's it.
That's right. Exactly right. That's all they're supposed to be there for.
That's all they're allowed to do.
That's right. You guys going into the meeting, you need your Citizens Rule Book. This is the Constitution of the United States, made our country great. This is what your forefathers fought for. They shed blood, life and limb on the battlefields to protect your freedoms. Atta boy. Oh, you're keeping it quiet because you're in the the elite crowd. How did you get in? How did you get into a public building?
I applied for it on a watch.
Great. Stand up for what's right when you get in there. God bless us all. God bless us all. Free markets, not freeloaders. Constitution of the United States made our country great. Stand up for what's right. This is what our forefathers shed blood on the battlefield for. Your freedoms, freedom of speech. No, you can have them. Freedom of speech is really important. Keep standing up for the freedom of speech. It's what our forefathers fought for. They shed their limbs, their life and limbs on the battlefield. Freedom of speech is important. It's a Citizens Rule Book right here, the Constitution of the United States. Anybody want one to bring in? Remember what they're here for. Tell all your friends and neighbors, don't let go of freedom of speech. First and Second Amendment is really important.
Thank you.
And the corrupt politicians will start seeing more and more of these. I never wore a bumper sticker on my vehicle before, but I got them on there now. It's an important symbol in American history.
Oh, I love one of those.
Awesome. Thank you for wearing your colors today. Grab a few of them and hand them out in there, please. Actually, please let these appear inside, even if it's just in the bathrooms. Please hand them out to the people you talk in line, because
Thank you.
some of this has to get truth should get on TV. God bless you for standing up for what's right. This is an important time in our history.
It's deadly.
You're right. Don't give the government control over life and death. They've already taken our homes. They're going after our cars. Now they want control over life and death.
That's right.
Read the bill. You want some of these to hand out?
I got some already.
Okay, but if you do meet some people in there, we can't get in there, so it would help to stick them in your pocket. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, good stuff. Hey, there's a Don't Tread on Me porcupine guys from New Hampshire.
That's right.
Hey, good meeting you guys. Check out that website. I think you'll like it.
Yep.
You going back for more literature, or are you taking off, or what?
We're taking off before they move our cars.
Oh, they're towing the cars?
Move to New Hampshire.
Told us.
From where? From the grocery store? From the Bolorama. Yeah. They're towing all our cars because we couldn't afford buses to come up here. They're towing all our cars because George Soros can afford to bus these people in, but they're towing all the real Americans' cars.
What's up? Yeah, chill.
Right. So we didn't have enough money to get buses together, and George Soros didn't pay for our health care shirts. So stand up for freedom of speech. Yeah. Well, there's some real dirty people up here. We got the SEIU people threatening us. This guy that just walked by, he's got one of those paid for t-shirts. And all these people have paid for signs by the unions. and Acorn. I came up with a new thing for our group. It's called Nutcrackers. They call us nutcases anyways because we're Americans standing up for our freedoms. And they call us crackers because that's the white people's N-word. So I figured let's call ourselves the Nutcrackers and we can start standing up against Acorn.
Right.
We're the Nutcrackers. I'm just walking by a bunch of true Americans and they said, yeah, right. They're going to be Acorn, we'll be the Nutcrackers. All right, you hear that? That's it. That's it. There's true Americans up here that aren't getting paid to protest.
Across the street, the union is across the street. Notice who's got the grassroots homemade
Oh, I just got
signs?
threatened down there. I just got threatened down there. I'm holding up the Constitution. I said, everybody can agree to freedom of speech, right? He says, yeah, wait until you try to walk out of here.
Yeah.
Wait until you try to walk out of here. I said, what do you mean? I said, we're standing up for freedom of speech. Stand up for what's right. Free markets, not freeloaders.
That's it.
And the union thugs over there threatened me. I said, oh, are you threatening me? And I hold the camera up to him. I said, only guilty fear the truth. So I just went back and got fresh tape, make sure they're not going to run out.
I was going to say, it's a good idea to have.
It's going on YouTube. Well, we still have YouTube.
Yep.
Good stuff. A lot of true heroes here, Dean. Yeah. If Obama didn't buy a bus for you, they said they're towing the cars. Oh yeah?
How can they do that when they're parked on a public
For how
street?
far? All the way?
Because they're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of the
How
truth.
far are they
That
towing?
kind of
I have no
change?
idea.
I believe they're just towing in the...
That's the change that we're seeing.
hoping for the-
They're towing the cars. I just went back. I got a whole bunch of things. I just got threatened by the SEIU over here.
Oh, yeah, Heritage Foundation.
Yep.
I remember.
He said, here's the Constitution of the United States. Everybody can agree for freedom of speech, right? He says, yeah. Wait until you start walking out of here. Wait until you start walking out of here. I said, what do you mean, wait until I start walking out of here? He said, you're not going to get out of here. So what are you talking about? I said, what does that mean? He says, you know what I mean. And he walked away behind his little buddies in the crowd over there. It's all on tape.
the
I said, only the
union
guilty fear the truth.
That's a threat.
I said,
that's illegal.
We're here to fight for your freedoms too.
Threatening is illegal in New
Right.
Hampshire. by the
You
way.
better believe it. That's
We've got
that's simple assault.
actual assault,
That's simple assault, and it's on tape. That's right. And that's the
They were
SEIU
over here
scum.
kicking and spitting, these guys.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Keep your cameras out. YouTube tonight, baby.
I've already called Penny Dean.
Stream live.
Yep. Attaboy. How are they going to fight streaming live? Only the guilty fear the truth.
Yes,
Do you have
exactly.
a YouTube channel that'll be on?
Yep. Yep. Well, we're going to try to put it on the Rhode Island Tea Party site. And
I just moved from Rhode Island.
oh yeah? I don't blame you a bit. A state of corruption, that's right. And if we can do it in Rhode Island, we can do it anywhere because there's a lot of freeloaders and a lot of government workers, and the rest are just the corrupt politicians.
You know, you can't hand that out in Rhode Island.
We're the ones that got banned from the Bristol Day Parade handing these
Oh, I know.
Declaration of Independence
I
out.
sent in another donation.
You better believe it.
Change your life.
Actually, I already got one of these. Did you get one too?
Now you can
Okay,
pass
great.
one out.
You better believe it.
That's why I moved here from Oklahoma.
Good. Their rights too. We're fighting for their rights too, whether they care to believe it or not. They're getting their news from George Soros. They're getting their news from GE and Viacom.
So what do you think of this? Send the czars back to
To Russia. Send anybody that wants to live in Russia to Russia. Here's the Constitution of the United States.
These czars, by the way, are operating outside the Constitution.
You better believe it.
There's at least 32, and they're running our country. And none of us can stand here and name one.
That's right. And they report only to
Obama.
That's right. That's against the Constitution of the United States, and it's only to take more control.
And here's what's going to happen next. Congress is going to be unnecessary. The czars are going to replace them.
They're going to be replaced before we get to vote them out? Well, smarten up or they're going to be gone.
Now, who are you?
I'm Randy. Randy Swanson from the Rhode Island Tea Party. We came up to help you guys.
All right.
Yep. And we were the ones that got thrown out of the Bristol Day Parade for handing out
For what?
the Declaration of Independence on Independence Day.
Wow. Well, you know, half of these Obama supporters, they can't read anyways.
That seems to be the case, but they do watch the state-run media.
They watch Chris Matthews with
Yes,
the tingle down his
goosebumps
leg.
up and down his legs, that's right.
Yeah. I always thought he was straight.
Atta girl. Atta girl. Oh, wait a minute. We could all go to 2 years prison. That's hate speech now.